Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and thanks to everyone who keeps sending in their law of attraction questions. Keep sending them in, I love answering them. Here's another one that I got recently on YouTube. If I want to manifest something permanently, can I do it? For example, I want my family to always be healthy and protected. Can I manifest that? And if I can, how can I be assured? I love this question, and so we're going to make it today's topic for this quick law of attraction video. All right, now I love this question on permanence because it's such a great question because it points out a very interesting conundrum, which is on the one hand, yes, anything is possible. For example, I've always been female. That's been fairly permanent. Right? That's been a permanent constant in my life. However, on the opposite side of this paradox, one of the things that we understand about the universe is that it's always changing. Change is a constant. So asking for permanence in a constantly changing universe is a bit resistant because it's really saying, okay, I'm not going to be going with the flow here. It has to be this way. And so if permanence is something that's important to you on any subject, I would recommend trying to step back from that a little bit. And here's the main reason why, all right? Let's take the example of health that this viewer brought into question. If I want to manifest permanent health for my family, chances are the subtext of that desire is that I'm fearful of them becoming injured or becoming ill. And if I'm fearful of those two things have a great deal of control over my experience of reality and over how I feel. And so by me trying to create a situation where the people in my life are always healthy, I'm actually placing a great deal of focus on my fear of disease, of my fear of injury and of illness. And so in even placing that kind of idea out there, I'm actually putting a lot more focus on exactly what it is that I do not want, which is injury and illness. So something that can be helpful to understand is that the idea of trying to create something permanently usually means that I'm operating from a place of fear. Understanding that all things, illnesses, injuries, anything that may come your way could be a positive thing. It could have something positive in it. So if something happens, like if somebody breaks a bone or if somebody gets the flu, it doesn't automatically mean that it has to have a negative outcome. So starting to understand that can be helpful. Another thing that can be useful is that instead of looking for it being permanent, start to work more with the idea of probabilities. In other words, the more that I focus on something, the more of it I get. So if I'd like for health to be more dominant in my family's life, well, then all I have to really do is place more emphasis on health. And the people in my life will naturally start to reflect that focus on health. I'm not fighting against illness. I'm just noticing health and allowing it to grow. And so just doing little things like notice how healthy and vibrant your little daughter is right now, or notice how strong your son is, or notice how you've been in good health for an extended period of time. The more that you place emphasis on the health without fighting against the fear, the more that will become dominant, and the more you'll find yourself in a position where it's very rare that you or that the people that you love get sick or get injured. But again, it's not about forcing illness and injury out of the picture, because if we're trying to do that, we're actually placing focus on those two things, and we're allowing our fear of those things to keep them active in our vibration.